Hey guys, Ralph here. True Power Trumpet Fitness, and I guess you could call this the calm before the storm. We've had a little bit of snow this morning. It's supposed to really hit the fan about 1 o'clock, so this is only first thing in the morning, about 9:30, and I want to get this up before it happens. So let's talk a little bit. Let me show you something. I'm going to do 10 kettlebell snatches with a 35-pounder. Then I'm going to do 10 kettlebell snatches with a 40-pounder. And other than huffing and puffing real hard, I want you to see if you can hear a difference in the sound. Over this laptop, it may be too subtle. And a lot of times, and I have a handful of students that are doing this, it's not so much in the sound, it's how easy it is to feel, and that transfers into different areas. But I'll show you what I mean. Okay? Let's give it a shot. 35-pounder. Start with the hip flexors, compress the air, and I have not played today. This is my warm-up. Okay, no warm-up. That's my warm-up. Remember, this is first thing in the morning. Here we go. Okay, double C and a couple notes from Jules Levy's Carnival of Venice, okay? 40-pound. Let's see if I get any different. I'll do the same lick. We'll see if we get anything. And I won't even know if it comes out on the laptop until I go back and listen to it myself. So let's see what we got. I got it there, I'm puffing. Well, did you hear any difference at all? It felt a lot easier with the heavier one. I'm not sure if it came across or not. Okay, more compression. Now, don't get me wrong. I've said this a zillion times. You don't have to be in great shape. You don't have to be in great shape to be a great trumpet player. You don't. All my idols were a mess, an absolute mess on so many levels, okay? But it helps. Not only does it help your all-around physicality, the healthier you are, the better trumpet player you're going to be. I mean, that just is. More compression, more feel of compression. If you get the compression with the tongue and the body, then you're absolutely turbocharged. Now, my man Jerry sent me this in the mail the other day. He was going through his archives. It is the magazine for the New York Brass Conference for Scholarships. Back in the 70s, I used to love going to that. Anybody was at that conference, giving workshops, just hanging around talking. You could go up to, Mel Broyles and ask him questions. Everybody's trying out trumpets. It was unbelievable. Lou Soloff is standing next to Faddis. I mean, it was a great, great thing. Over the years, it's gone down quite a bit to the point that they don't even have it anymore. But that was the precursor for so many of these ITG conferences and everything around the world. It's just a wonderful thing. Anyway, this magazine, and I had it, I'm going to give it back to Jerry, was about Harry Glanz, okay? And shows pictures and all this sort of stuff. Now, probably the greatest orchestral player that ever, even Herseth, from what I could tell. I mean, again, we don't know. I know from lots of people, Vacchiano just idolized him. Idolized him, okay? He's a small mouthpiece, a Con 6C, which is a pea shooter compared to what they're using today. Anyway, I never heard him play live. He did not play at these brass conferences, and that's the point. By the time he was 60, he couldn't play anymore. Guys, I'm older than him, and I'm getting better. Guys, first of all, you got to take care of yourself. You got to eat right. Okay, I studied anti-aging with the guru of gurus for anti-aging, Gary Null, for 2 years. For 2 years, I studied at the knee of Gary Null. Guys, this stuff extends your lifespan. It just does. And the more clarity of mental facility you have, the more physical attributes you have, guys, the better trumpet player you're going to be. Now, if you want to be like Louis Armstrong and can barely walk across the stage and still play great, well, okay, so be it. I'd like to, play great when I'm 70, 80, and be able to run a marathon. To each his own. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. But anyway, the whole point is compression done right. When you get the compression with the tongue, okay, and then turbocharge it with compressing the rest of the air, the rest of the body, you got it. Okay? Now, I am not tight when I'm playing. Quite the opposite. I'm very relaxed. Okay? But just doing the exercises and incorporating PNF. Now, also, as you know, if you don't want to do kettlebells, I know you all know that I have my own PNF Max book out. $20 on the website, and I'll put it in the end. And guys, if you incorporate those, and those are very, very easy to implement exercises, no equipment, no kettlebells, if you implement them into your workout, into your practice session, you are not going to believe how much better it is. You are not going to believe it. It's wonderful. Okay, now, what else was I going to say? One other thing. Oh, got a lot of comments on yesterday's tightening the corners and everything. Listen, guys, I don't mind if you disagree with me. I don't mind if you disagree with me at all. Just don't get profane about it. That's all. Hey, I'm good for a good, absolutely good for a good argument, good debate. Okay, no problem with that. And some people are a little skeptical, give an opposite. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Some of the guys get profane and I delete them. I mean, that's the bottom line. You're not insulting me. I understand exactly where you're coming from. That is the paradigm that has been set up, and I understand it. Now, a couple things I want to address. I got a lot of emails. One guy said, well, Faddis studied with that great teacher in New York, and look at, no. You're not getting away with that one. Faddis had the most hellacious double C and beyond when he was 18 years old. Don't tell me that these teachers, with tightening the corners and everything, gave him that. And absolutely not. That teacher in question, and we all know who it is. Who am I trying to kid? But that teacher in question was a very big power broker for a long time. And when Faddis came to New York, he went right to him to get in with the guys, the top guys. That's what he did. He didn't learn chops from him. That's not what he did. And if you think Faddis, before a big jazz concert, is spending 2 hours doing long tones, but with his metronome on, think again. It's not happening. Okay. One guy said, "Well, for everyone that's good with this protocol, there's another one that does it completely different." And said, "No, it's not." Maynard Ferguson, tongue through the teeth. Millions of players did not reach what he did. No, I'm not letting you say, "Well, this guy does it good and this guy did." No, I'm not letting you say that. I just don't go along with that. For every Harry James, millions of trumpet players strived, including Doc Severinsen, spent his whole life trying to emulate Harry James, and he never got the freedom of tone, as great as he was. He never got the freedom that Harry had. No, guys, look, it doesn't add up. And for this to, play past the point of when you're making a sound and to keep playing, guys, that's silly. That's silly. That goes against everything that science and physiology ever said. And guys, I'm not going with that. Now, if you don't agree with me, fine. And let me know down there. Let me know. Fine. If you don't agree with me, but I think you're wrong. Anyway, that's it. Have a great day. Hope you don't get killed if you're living in the Northeast with this Armageddon that's coming. And eat your fruits and vegetables, and I will talk again tomorrow. Hopefully if I have power. I think I will.